he looks so good. Wolfram, the other day against the Mets, it was 2 innings. It's 98. There's a curveball. There's a slider. So, he was the 27th man. It wasn't a roster spot necessarily. And then he was, after throwing 2 innings, he was probably going to be down 2 days. So it just kind of worked out to where we kept Martin, coming into this. And, unfortunately, I wish we would have gotten him in there more. I told him, I called him, this morning, and he looks so good, the outing in Texas, but we went on this run where we're winning games. So you're going to use your guys when you're winning games. And we had him up a few times in certain spots. We're going to bring him in, but we just kept taking the lead and tying it. And then, here would come one of our kind of proven leverage guys. So I wish we'd have been able to see him again. It just didn't work out how the games were.
At the end of June, we saw Coby Mayo in the lineup a lot.
Yeah.
Hasn't really gotten in as much in July. How much of that is a balance of, you have some guys coming back from injury, so maybe lineup spots are taken, and then also
Sure.
I know we've talked about the development balance versus trying to win that.
Sure, yeah, and I've talked to him a few times about it. I'm just trying to communicate with him as good as I can, but a lot of it was the roster, and the addition of Westberg and T.O. kind of take away spots. Every day you have a scenario with 4 outfielders that you want to play. Mullins, Cowser, T.O., and Ramon, who, when Ramon got here early in the year, I don't think he was expected to be what he's become. He's become a really good player. And then you have 3 corner guys, essentially, and then the 4th would be Mayo. You have Urias, who is in the lineup, who I think everybody in the room would agree needs to play more. But who do you play Urias over? Do you play him over Westberg? Do you play him over O'Hearn on the corners? When you got the 4 outfielders, one of them's going to run through the DH, and then you got Coby too. So I think right now we're in a situation where we are trying to win games. There are times where, when Coby's played against every left-handed pitcher so far. And I don't think that working your way into the big leagues, learning how to hit lefties is a bad way to do it. I think it's probably dosed pretty well for a guy, for any player. So he's had opportunities there. We've got him against some righties, and just recently with T.O. showing up in Westberg, it's kind of dried up, but it's tough. You got 4 outfielders, and you got for 3 spots in a DH, and then you got 4 corner guys for 3 spots in a DH, or 2 spots in a DH. So it's a tough situation right now, but Coby's handling it great.
Do you think a situation like this can impact a player's development? He's still a young player, though he had played really well in AAA. How is it balancing the development part versus...
Sure. I think with Coby's case, he spent enough time in AAA, right? So you got to kind of think through what's the benefit of having him sit in AAA and put up numbers versus, playing against lefties here, which he has every left-handed game, and occasional righties, and being in the big leagues and getting the opportunity to learn the big league game, to mature in the big leagues and understand. So he can go down and play every day. You can make that choice right now. And we've talked about it a lot. We go back and forth on this, every week what's kind of best. But I think where we've landed right now is he's playing against lefties. He's getting occasional righties, and he's getting to slow down, the opportunity to slow down in the big leagues and getting to understand what the game is and mature here. So we like how this has been dosed to Coby. It's tough not getting him in there a lot, being a development guy, a career development guy, and understanding kind of what's happening right now. But again, we have to make the choice right now to win games. The Baltimore Orioles need to win games. We're still not out of this thing. We were so close yesterday, getting 6 games under. It's the 7th inning and it's tied. So there's still a path forward for us. And until that path disappears, our number 1 priority has to be to win, and then secondary is development.